Ji, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now, rights and our next topic is about the rights and duties of partners. Not that difficult, so we will be little quick. चूंकि चीज़ों की हमने काफ़ी cover करना है. So it's not that difficult, but let's have a look on that. What could be the possible rights and duties of partners? यहाँ पे भी rights and duties they are also based on contract. The law of contract generally applicable होगा unless they have been provided in the Partnership Act. Even in the Partnership Act, it is mostly given to the parties to decide their rights and duties. तो वैसे अगर वो करना चाहते हैं तो उसमें भी कोई पार्टनरशिप लॉ को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Thus, the duties and rights may be determined by contract, sharing of profit and losses or adjustment of accounts. Means कितना शेयर किसने लेना है. It could be decided between the by their contracts. Whether one would be liable for the losses or not, it could be decided. But obviously, logically, it is not possible to say that one of the partner would not be sharing the profit. ये possible नहीं है. कोई sense नहीं बनता है कि why should I be a partner without accruing any benefit, without accruing any profit. Now, my share in the profit, it may vary, but complete denial to that profit is not logical at all. That is why Section 4 did talk about the sharing of the profit. So, similarly, these contracts they could be either express or they could be implied. I mean, the rights and duties either you determine them through an express provisions or express contract, or it could be through the implied practices. So, one of the partner is not into the firm, he is not active, he would be presumed to be he would be presumed that he does not have the right to take part into the business of the firm. Practice से impliedly ये उसको right जो है वो deny कर दिया गया. Partners are owner as well as agent of the firm. So in दोनों basis पे we have to look at their rights and duties on these two bases. Number one, they can avail all the rights that an owner can avail. And number two, they have all the duties that are assigned to an agent. Agent go back to the agency concept, the contract of agency. उसमें किस हद तक उसके पास राइट टू डू एनीथिंग होता है, उसकी एक्सटेंशन क्या होती है, उसकी अथॉरिटी कितनी होती है एक एजेंट की, वो सारे प्रिंसिपल भी यहाँ पे एप्लीकेबल होंगे. Coming back to the main subsections that talk about the rights of the partner, they are number one, the right to take part in the business. Simply, every partner has a right to take part in the conduct of the business. And this right, it vests in all the partners irrespective of their contribution. If one of the partner has 10% contribution, the other has a 90% contribution, no problem. They all have the right to participate in the business of the firm, unless there is a contract to the contrary. If they have agreed, they have even agreed that the 90% contributor would not be liable, would not have the right to participate into the conduct. It's possible because they have agreed to do so. So जो भी वो agreement करना चाहें करें. If the agreement, if there is no agreement and if there is no implied practices, then everyone has a right to participate. Possession of the property of the firm, for example, section 15 says that they have the right to possess, every partner has the right to possess the property and they have to use it for the purpose of the firm. पर्सनल यूज के लिए उसको इस्तेमाल नहीं करना है, उसको फर्म के लिए ही यूज करना है. Therefore, we can say that the property belongs to all the partners. If the partner is restrained, he can obtain injunction. However, exclusion of such right is not unusual. As I told you, generally he can't be denied. If he has been as such denied, he can go to the court, and he can even get injunction, he can get order from the court, and the court may say that you can participate into the conduct of the business. हाँ, उस लिटिगेशन की वजह से अगर अदर पार्टनर से कि हम उसे अब कंटिन्यू ही नहीं करते हैं फर्म, तो वो इट्स अप टू देम, वो कोई इशू नहीं है, बिकॉज इफ इट इज़ अ म्यूचुअल फर्म, तो उसमें एवरीवन कैन लीव और फर्म डिसॉल्व हो जाती है. और एज आई टोल्ड यू, इट इज़ नॉट अनयूजुअल टू रिस्ट्रेन दैट राइट टू सम ऑफ द पार्टनर. कुछ पार्टनर्स को आप ये राइट ना दें तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बल्कि ऐसा होता भी है और हो भी सकता है. तो ये हो गया राइट्स ऑफ right to take part into the business of the firm. Number two, right to have access to books, inspect and copy. अब ये जो right है, this is also subject to the contract. In other words, any partner can be denied to have access to the books and inspection of the accounts and the taking copy of that accounts of the firm. ठीक है, राइट उसके पास है, लेकिन वो डिनाई भी किया जा सकता है थ्रू म्यूचुअल एग्रीमेंट. इफ दे हैव एग्रीड दैट ओनली पार्टनर ए एंड बी हु आर द मैनेजिंग पार्टनर, only they would have the right to inspect and to have access to the book, they may agree. Agree नहीं होना चाहते हैं ना हो, so it's up to their mutual agreement. And this right to have access to the books, it can be exercised by the agent as well. I mean, one of the partner can appoint any other person, any expert. Let's suppose firm की financial soundness check करनी है, तो they can appoint any other agent. किसी financial expert को मैं कह दे सकता हूँ कि जाएं और ज़रा firm की ज़रा accounts को check कर लें, तो it is also possible. Objection on agent may be raised if the trade secrets are involved. ये भी हो सकता है कि अगर कुछ ट्रेड के सीक्रेट्स हैं, कोई प्रॉपर्टी, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी रिलेटेड मैटर्स हैं, तो एजेंट को डिनायल किया जा सकता है. यानी इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन अपॉन द सिचुएशन. सो नॉर्मली आप एजेंट अपॉइंट कर सकते हैं, बट उस पर भी रिस्ट्रिक्शन हो सकती हैं, कंडीशंस हो सकती हैं. राइट्स टू रिम्यूनरेशन, ये बड़ा नॉर्मली पार्टनर्स चूंकि दे शेयर द प्रॉफिट, so they do not have the right to remuneration unless there is a contract. Subject to the contract between the partners, if one of the partner is managing director, he is giving more time, then he could be given the remuneration as well. Thus, he may be concerned of all the part, he pay remuneration to the managing partner. And I think ये हमने discuss किया था previously कहीं पे. Normally, partner is a partner in the firm, he is an owner, so उसको remuneration नहीं देनी चाहिए because he is entitled for the profit. Remuneration are normally for the services that you provide. Employee को आप देते हैं. लेकिन if one of the partner is also working as an employee, I mean he is putting some more effort into the firm, then he could be given that right. The other right is right to share the profit. Obviously ये बड़ा entitled है, ये बड़ा clear है. Section 4 भी यही कहता है, they are entitled to share the profit. But they are also entitled to share the profit equally. But there is also subject to the contract. अच्छा जी, सो शेयर द प्रॉफिट पे हमने आई थिंक एक काफ़ी लॉन्ग डिस्कशन कर चुके हैं हम। और नॉट शेयरिंग द लॉसेस पे भी हमने डिस्कशन कर चुकी कि पार्टनर प्रॉफिट तो शेयर करेगा लेकिन लॉस शेयर करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि सेक्शन 4 भी इसके बारे में साइलेंट है। सो इफ़ देर इज़ नो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तो कंट्रीब्यूशन जितना भी है प्रॉफिट इक्वली शेयर होगा। माई कंट्रीब्यूशन इज 10%, द अदर्स इज 90%। जनरल रूल ये है कि प्रॉफिट इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा, अनलेस आप एग्री कर जाएं तो नो वरीज। ऑब्वियसली आप वो एग्री करेंगे कि अगर मैं 90% कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा हूँ और मैं पार्टिसिपेट भी कर रहा हूँ तो मेरा 90% शेयर होगा, आपका 10% होगा, वो हो सकता है। अगर कोई एग्रीमेंट नहीं है तो इट विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड equally among all the partners. Secondly, since profit is earned annually, better to determine a monthly income to be
एक्सक्यूज
drawn
मी
from partners account. Yes.
सर, हमारी 1 बजे एक और क्लास है।
जी जी, बस ये मैं I'm going to finish it. अच्छा, ये दो राइट्स जो हैं वो ज़रा से कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हैं, थोड़े से डिफिकल्ट हैं, तो इनको हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में देखेंगे।